Now I promise you, although a tool of such shocking capabilities, that the ladies, in fact, if you want to retire to the other room. Okay. This is, in fact, here's the original. I'll show you. I was fortunate to get this, incredibly fortunate to get this sent to me on loan. And here are the templates. Here is the stomach plate with the original ball bearing. Here's the passer itself and the bow. And you see all these things. Even if you found any one of these individually, would you have a clue as to what you have got here? This is the original set of tools that was used at the Marples Sheffield factory and the original templates. These are the templates. So let me give the, now, these are quite extraordinary items. These are the templates. Tell me what they are for. Different. These are the templates. Look at that one. You'd never figure these out.
Something for brass.
What do you see? Do you see brass on there?
No. But I recognize some of the shape.
You recognize the shape.
Are they punches?
In fact, no, here's the shape. Right here. Here is, let me see if I have that one. Yeah, here we go. Brass. Where's my big one? Put away the time. You see that?
Oh my God.
All right, so the way this worked, they break up these brass inlays, as you say. That's where you recognize it, in brass. In fact, let me get all the templates back here, because I'm going to go through them. These working. These are the originals, and they were collected in about 1960. And we got them all the templates here. They were collected about 1960 in Sheffield. And if you look at the breastplate here, tell me what, now remember this is England? What's that scale of brass? What would that be? I think...
A buttocks.
Bet you anything that, well, I bet you anything that's an old shell casing. A World War I vintage artillery shell casing. It's just that gauge of brass. And so you can imagine they'd be buying a lot of that. Well, I'll go ahead and do one. We made a reproduction of that passer drill that I thought I had sitting right here. I guess I don't. Oh, I left it over here. I got out the original and took out the old. All right. So this is the reproduction we made of that passer drill. And just a lost technology. So here you go. It's over your, yes. Has that ball bearing. So you may admire my manly bearing. So I can get this tight here. Tighten me out there, if you would, please. I'll pull in. You got it? Okay. Oh, that's good. Stomach plate.
Now, here's a template. Make it too tight?
I think I'll be all right. Here's a template we made in case hardened. You can see how we got it on the scale of this stuff there. So we have the template. It goes on the hardwood. This would normally be rosewood or ebony. You clamp it up. And then you take the pull my cable up on top. See how this works? You take the and put it in here with the rawhide bow. And now we have that the forked cutters there on this spring loads. This is called a spring passer sometimes. A spring passer. By those who ever have to say the word. I guess I need to put that down. Just set it right down. Yeah. Yeah. This seems to, I have the bow here and holding it with my thumb. That wasn't weird enough to get the proper undercut. You have to move around elbows. There's one. And then one more. So you can see why you break up the pattern into discrete elements. Because would you mind? All right, there we go. Once you get that done, you have cut these inlets there.
That's pretty.
So now all you do is complete the pattern.
Yeah.
So take the gauge, gouge that matches the curve